Know your worth. Know your worth. The value of who you are. Priceless. Unique. Special. Phenomenal. Chosen. The value of your worth. Know your worth. I am your host, Dr. Lydia Michelle Young, here with my co-host, Intercessor Janine Nicole, here in the studio. This is Wednesday, middle of the week. We refer to this day, Wednesday, as midweek refreshing fire, where we share words with you to refresh you, and also to help you, to remind you of your worth. We appreciate you for tuning in to Sweet Fire, the podcast. And now, come on, jump in here, Intercessor. Know your worth. That's what we're talking about today.
Yes, good evening, everyone. And what a way to kick off the middle of the week with coming into the understanding of your worth, and gaining even more strength and even greater confidence because realizing one's worth. I think this is an awesome way to kick off middle of the week. So again, welcome to Sweet Fire, the podcast, and thank you to each and every one of you who continues to tune in and to support Sweet Fire, the podcast.
Absolutely. We do appreciate you. So know your worth. Know your worth. And it's your worth is not dependent upon external validation. It's not based on, what others think of you, others' opinions of you. Oh my goodness. Knowing your worth is you making up in your mind that you refuse to settle for less than you deserve. Jump in on that.
Yeah. I love that because I know for me, my personal experience, excuse me, everyone, my personal experience for many years, with growing up, really trying to develop, who I was and shaping it around, the opinions and thoughts of others. Mm-hmm. And I believe that a lot of people can relate to that.
Right.
So because I lived for so many years with, defining myself based on the opinions of others, defining myself based on, what others thought, that I should be or who I should be. And don't get me wrong, a lot of this was not negativity, A lot of it was negativity, and then a lot of it wasn't negativity. But again, I was trying to be, who I thought I should be based on the external factors around me.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Right. Because this external validations, what's happening outside of you, applies a lot of pressure to what's inside of you.
Right.
And then things become distorted, if I can say so.
Right.
So understanding your worth, knowing your worth, your value, who you are, the fact that you are priceless will enable you, will strengthen you, will equip you to walk away from situations that bring you trouble. Remember the mantra, how to survive the flame when what attracts you burns. So when we know our worth, we're able to walk away from that undesired situation, walk away from that toxic relationship, walk away from abuse, walk away from that dark space where we that can cause us to go into low self-esteem or depression or suicidal ideations. All of these things happen. It's just a reality. It's real life. And so last week, we kicked it off talking about trust being the foundation, or should be the foundation of every relationship. We're not building upon rubble. Right. But we should be building upon trust. Our foundation should be laid out upon trust. There's some other things. Respect. Come on, jump in.
Yeah, I like that. That's loaded right there. And again, just basing off of my own personal experience, because again, the mantra is how to survive the flame, and what attracts you burns, right? Even for me, how I began the journey, right? Because it is a journey after a while. When you spend, everybody, so many years building, or trying to define yourself based on the external factors, when you spend so many years doing that, it becomes a journey. You know, it's a journey to try to get to know you. You know, it's a journey, you know, with getting comfortable with spending time with you, getting comfortable with getting to know who you are, getting comfortable with trusting yourself. Right? You got to get comfortable with, you know, trusting yourself, trusting that, you know, you have some jewels on the inside of you, trusting that you are special, trusting that you know what's best for you. You know, you have to get comfortable with that, and it can become a journey because when you spend so many years with living life based on others' expectations, you know, that can take a lot out of a person, and it took a lot out of me.
Right. I appreciate what you said about building based on external others' opinions or the circumstance around you, the pressure around you is forcing you to build. Now you're not your authentic self.
Right.
It's not truly who you are.
Right.
And so now you're outside of your element. You're outside of your terrain, your territory, your authority.
Right.
You're operating outside of the authority that you've been given. You're operating outside of who you were truly designed and created to be. Now, when we are in that position, we lack the strength needed to pull ourselves together. We lack the strength needed to walk away. We lack the strength needed to even, you know, really endure a thing. We lose hope.
Right.
We lose focus.
Yeah. You become a foreigner in your own space.
Right. There's a weakness that can overtake us if we build our lives, if we build up on the external factors. Remember that who you are, you've already been equipped. You've already been created. You've already been made. You've already been handpicked. You've already been chosen. I mean, you're unique even before that seed, you know, in your mother's womb.
Right.
You were impacted. We talked about living this life being full of potential, you know, and being certain that you deposit your potential in the earth. I'm gonna stop right there. Jump in.
Yeah, I like that. I believe that really helps somebody out there. Yeah, the full of the potential. And when you are living your life again, you know, thinking that you know your worth because of what others think about you, because of what others say about you, right? So you think you know the value of you. You think you know your worth, when the truth of the matter is you don't, right? You've been deceived. You know, you really don't know you.
Right.
You really don't know you. And you have to, you know, get to the place in life to where you're strong enough to say, you know what? I think there's more to me than what others have been saying.
Right.
You know, you that takes strength. You got to become strong enough, you know, to say, I think it's time for me to step away. I think it's time for me to trust that this is the right time for me to get to know me.
Right.
And that's what happened for me.
Right.
And that took strength to do so. You know, many of you have tuned in to I think it was episode 3 of talking about surviving the spirit of suicide, when I, you know, shared my story. Separation. Thank you. When I shared my story that, you know, God had to separate me. He had to, you know, get me away from my comfort zone. And that's when, you know, I began to really understand that there's more to me than what I've been believing.
Right.
There's more to me than what others have, you know, thought about me. There's more to me than what others have said about me. That's when the journey began for me to learn my worth and begin to, you know, for me to come into the truth of my identity. But it took strength.
Knowing your worth, getting to know you. And when I like what you said, knowing your worth, you become fearless.
Yeah.
You can move forward in life fearlessly.
Yeah.
You can pursue your worth without fear. Pursue your life, your purpose, your goals, your dreams without fear. Come on.
Yeah. And it's funny because I actually have a little a beanie with a little ball at the top that says fearless.
Fearless. Yes.
And it's the truth, because there's a confidence that comes with, knowing your worth. There's a confidence that comes with tapping into the truth of who you really are. There's a confidence. Now, you can't pay me to be in a toxic relationship. When I didn't know my worth, that's all, I was comfortable with. That's what I ran to. Toxicity.
Right.
Now you can't pay me. There's not enough money for me to go back to anything toxic. Right. To anything, chaotic. There's not enough money for that.
There's nothing you can offer.
There is nothing you can offer me.
Right.
Why? Because I have come to know my worth. Have I arrived? Absolutely not. I'm far better than I used to be.
Right.
And I'm only going to get better because I choose to get better.
I absolutely choose to become better, so you can do better, so you can have more, so you can do more. Embrace who you are. Know your worth. Peace be to you. Peace be to your house. And peace be to all you